Well, nah, 6 and forever. Rock a block, Rockefeller.
I'm feeling it. Feel the glass, you just have the moon. Feeling it. Feel the legs pushing up on the side. I'm feeling it. Feel the high that you get from the line. Feeling it. If you feel it,
I keep it realer than most, I know you're feeling it. Crystals on ice, I like the toes, I keep on spilling it. Bone crushers, I keep real close, I got the skill for this. On my back, the flyers closed, looking ill as shit. Transactions illegitimate, cause life is still a bitch. And then you die, but for now, life, close your eyes and feel his dick. Since diapers had nothing to live for like them lifers, but making sure every nigga stay rich within my cipher. We paid the price to circle us, success, they turn my mic up. I'm about to hit these niggas with some shit that'll light your life up. If every nigga in your clique is rich, your clique is rugged. Nobody will fall cause everyone will be each other's crutches.
Hello and welcome to the Janitor's Closet number 1. Number 1. My name is Mike, I guess. Can I go by Mike?
You can go by Mike.
Are you guys gonna call me Mike?
I'll call you Mike.
It may range though. You might get some black knees in there.
Mike, black knees, whatever. Right to my left or right? To my right is Gatto. Say something, Gatto.
How y'all doing?
Okay, all right. And right ahead of me right here is the mysterious, the everyman, the Renaissance man, DC Farrell.
Hello out there, podcast land.
That was bad.
That was bad.
Okay.
Bad. We're gonna keep going.
Sorry about that, man.
This is the Janitor's Closet. It's number 1. It's for those of you who don't know what Janitor's Closet is. You wouldn't know. It's first one, so yeah, they wouldn't know. But Janitor's Closet is not about actual janitors.
We are not janitors at all.
None of us here is a janitor. And for the one lonely janitor who's thought to himself, "Hey, finally a podcast for me." Nope.
This is not for janitors.
This is not for janitors at all.
Unless outside of your job, you're like us, then it's okay.
Anyways,
yeah. The Janitor's Closet. Basically, we talk about anything from sports to movies to video games to music, obviously, and the Reese's Poems, which is a DC Farrell is a very, very intense poet. Very intense poet, and every episode at the end, we're gonna go ahead and critique one of his poems. So look forward to that. That should be fun.
That should be a little. I'm nervous.
You nervous?
Oh
don't be nervous, Farrell. Don't be nervous.
I feel like I'm just waiting to go to the guillotine right now.
No, man, no. It ain't nothing like that. It ain't nothing like that.
Yeah, all right.
oh man.
All right,
So first thing we're going to talk about, if you have listened to it or not, but Jay-Z had released a new album, Magna Carta Holy Grail. Came out on Samsung phones, if you have Samsungs.
Or if you're an illegal pirate and you just like downloading illegal shit, you could just download it.
Just download it.
That's what niggas do.
That is what niggas do.
That's what we do. I know I did.
And everybody...
Ain't nobody gonna pay no $12.99 or $20.99 for an album when you could just download that shit for free.
Jay.
Sorry, Jay-Z.
I like Jay-Z, but it's just like,
come on, you got money, Jay-Z. Come on.
For free.
You got a Bugatti.
Free wins. Free always wins. Know that, people.
Oh, yes,
free always wins.
Anyways, we're gonna have a discussion because DC Farrell is a big fan of Kanye's new album,
Jesus.
Yes, Jesus. And me and Mike here hate the album because we think it's pure shit.
Which it is.
It really is. So, Jay-Z's album, however, it's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
It is pretty good. I mean,
and the one album we haven't mentioned so far in this 3-album face-off is J. Cole's Born Sinner.
Oh yes, Born Sinner.
And I think that album is...
That album was great.
I'm sorry, guys. I just woke up. What were you saying about J. Cole? What was that?
You talk a lot, but I'm pretty sure you listened to it a few times, and you liked it.
Unfortunately,
I will
say this: it was a better album than his first album, Cold World, Silent Story, whatever it's called. It was better. It's an upgrade, a massive upgrade. But you're going against the two big icons of rap right now, in Jay-Z and Kanye.
True.
You're gonna be third.
However, his album, I would argue, is head and shoulders.
But he's
better.
not. He's not third because his album is bad.
Yeah, his album is head and shoulders over Yeezus. It's not even close. I don't know why you think Yeezus is better. And I would say it's a close. I've only heard half the album, but I would say from what I've heard, it's close. I listened
to the whole. Which one? Oh,
it's close.
Jay-Z
with Jay-Z's album. Magna Carta is about right on par with Born Sinner.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was telling this guy.
I wouldn't. Like yesterday, we were talking. You said that it would be blasphemous for you to say that J. Cole's album is better than Jay-Z's album. Now you could say that you might not agree with that, but blasphemous no. Blasphemous is saying that Yeezus is in the same conversation with these other two albums.
Yes,
that's what's blasphemous.
It is, and you know what? I'm going to say this right now. It might be better.
What might be better?
Better than Jay-Z's album?
Listen, Little Brother has been slowly catching up to Big Brother. Now, I'm not saying Little Brother is there yet with this album, but he's slowly catching up.
First of all, Little Brother will never be Jay-Z, okay? Which is why he's Little Brother. Little brothers get their ass kicked by big brothers all the time. Believe me, I am a little brother. I know that. And you know that too. He may not.
I'm sorry. I think you need to just pump your brakes a little bit, because Jay-Z has had 12 platinum albums, and not just platinum because, there's no music coming out. Jay-Z's 12 platinum albums have been platinum for a reason. No, Jay-Z's one album, Reasonable Doubt, is better than every Kanye album. You can't name me one Kanye album that's better than Reasonable Doubt. So that kind of ends your argument now. Give me an album that's better than Reasonable Doubt.
Late Registration, College Dropout.
Late Registration is a great album, not better than Reasonable Doubt.
No,
and it's really good. That is gold right there. That's Kanye standard gold right there, and that's not better than Reasonable Doubt.
All right, okay, you can say that, but College Dropout.
College Dropout was good,
but College Dropout wasn't better than Late Registration, in my opinion.
College Dropout was only the reason why you say that is because Late Registration was his big coming out party.
Yeah, but it's not just
it was a hit every track.
Yeah, but they weren't just hits; they were lyrically heavy. They weren't like pop music. He didn't have pop songs on the album. He had pop songs on the album, but it wasn't just straight pop songs. He had Gold Digger and what else?
He had Touch the Sky. He had Heard 'Em Say.
Touch the Sky. Heard 'Em Say isn't really a pop song.
Adam Levine.
Yeah, but Adam Levine wasn't singing pop. It wasn't really a pop song. It was more of a soulful song.
Yeah, on there is gonna throw it into pop. They also had Drive Slow, which wasn't a pop song.
No, Drive Slow was not a pop song.
Not a pop.
That was a hot song.
But it was a great song. But
Graduation had hot songs too.
It did, and it had pop songs on Graduation.
Can't Tell Me Nothing.
Can't Tell Me
Stronger.
Nothing. What do you call the song he had with T-Pain?
No, that's not.
That wasn't it. That wasn't on it.
Yes, it was.
T-Pain's album.
No,
Which one?
Not Flight School. I can't remember the name of the song.
Barry Bonds.
Right there, you just passed it.
I do not remember the name of the song.
That's it.
Look on the back.
No, it's not.
Right
on the
now,
back. It's in the booklet.
We are looking at the album.
At Graduation. This is an album I paid money for because it was such a good album. That was before I really got into downloading heavy. Okay, Good Life with T-Pain.
Good Life with T-Pain. That is a pop song. That is a pop song.
That is a good
That's
song.
how we do here, fellas. When we don't know something, we look it up here at the Janitors Closet.
Not like Fox News who just say shit. Okay.
Flashing Lights. Come on,
Flashing
man.
Lights. That wasn't really a pop song. but it definitely got a lot of radio play.
Like, this album
So,
was great. Like,
I don't know. Like, I think what you're saying is more wishful thinking on your part.
My
because
my thing is if you could
a
release
Kanye
that, he had 3 albums were hot. I mean, and then 808s and Heartbreak
Then came
happened.
808. Listen, a lot of people like 808s and Heartbreak.
I would like to meet him because
Yeah.
I haven't met
I mean,
him.
it got good
Love
reviews.
Lockdown.
But
No, not a lot of people, Darius. Just you.
No.
Just
Love
like
Like
really
Down.
and truly.
Love
just
Like Down
no.
was a great.
Mm-mm.
I guess it's just me because
song.
I'm not into
Mm-mm.
auto-tune. I mean,
I'm telling you right now,
Please don't
most
sing
people
that.
did
Please
not.
don't sing that.
Most people did not like 808 and Heartbreak. You liked 808 and Heartbreak.
I didn't have a problem with it.
and didn't you say that Yeezus is better than Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy? If that,
did
I'm not
say
sure
that.
if that's what it's
You
called,
did
but
say that.
I did
something
say
like that.
I did say that.
You did say that.
I don't know how that is
Listen,
because
listen.
that album he was good lyrically,
He was.
and the production was good on that album. I mean, Yeezus, I'll say that Yeezus has great production, and I think you like it because it has such
You know,
good samples.
I was even thinking about this
Samples are
earlier. I would even go so far as to say Yeezus has more expensive like production.
Yes.
But I actually like the production on Born Sinner
Sinner.
more than I
Exactly.
do on Yeezus. I like the beats on Born Sinner more than I do on Yeezus. The Yeezus beats sound like mashed up shit. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like somebody put it.
mashed up shit that worked. Like,
I don't know.
here's
If,
the
no,
thing.
no,
But
it doesn't. I don't think it does work.
not
I don't
because
think
of
it does work.
Kanye, because he had help. He did have help.
Well, he had the
I
gods
don't-
of beat making.
But before he gave it to Rick Rubin, it was shit. It was raw.
listen,
Like, imagine Yeezus.
Yeah, it was raw. And to me, even after he
Even
cleaned
worse.
it up, it doesn't even
Okay.
sound like, to me, it doesn't even like he doesn't have some of his beats is just like like it's like
Like, I think
like
I
to me, if you're gonna focus on beats, then you should be having some of the fucking greatest beats. I should
Yes.
be hearing fucking like some crazy cutting edge crazy shit. And like to me, it's not really cutting edge shit. It's just weird shit. Like
it should
shit
be
that makes me scratch my
it
head.
should
Not
be
really.
it should be like
I will say,
orgasm in my ears, not
Type beats,
bleeding,
yes.
not
Listen,
bleeding out of my ears.
listen,
Because that's what
I-
happened when I listened to Yeezus.
I
Like I looked, I
Preferably.
touched my ear, and what the hell,
I
blood?
think that album was
That never
phenomenal.
happened
I think it
before.
was phenomenal.
I think 'cause you're
even
in-
if I play it right now,
I said-
there's some, like, don't get me wrong, I'm in it. It's okay.
I don't even remember that song.
I actually
'cause
like
it's so
Sun It
good.
Up.
You like I Am a God.
It's the funny. Listen, how do you say I am a god? Now
Because
hurry up with my damn
he's
time.
egotistical.
That's stupid.
But that's
He's
a Kanye
that's
thing.
But
That's
listen.
egotistical though.
But
You
listen,
make it seem like Kanye's not an egotistical person.
he is, but it's not even.
He is
what's
now
funny?
more,
What's
even
funny?
more.
What is funny is just the fact that like you're defending that line. I am a god, and I hurry up with my damn croissants. Like it's not funny to me. Like I don't laugh. I'm just like, what the
Okay.
fuck is wrong with this guy? Like
Yeah.
what has happened? Where's the Kanye of late registration? Where's that
It
Kanye?
seems-
Still there.
No, he's
Nah,
not.
You know
No,
what? I'll
he's
say
not.
He's
he
still
still
there.
is there because he came out with like songs like From Good Music, The Joy,
Yeah.
and Soul Paul. All those
still
songs
there.
he can still go in. I think for this album he was like, I'm not gonna go in lyrically. I'm gonna
This
do
is an
these fucking
experiment.
crazy ass beats.
This is an experiment.
If
and
you want to
yell,
call it an experiment,
and yell.
it's fine. I'm just saying.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna judge
what
this
was
album.
on site? He just yelled. Like, why?
Yeah, I'm just
At
saying.
the end, he's like,
Yeah. What? Why?
that I have no.
This
reason
is
for.
what I'm
That
saying.
was-
I'm just gonna judge his album like I would any Kanye album, and if I did that, the album is bad. That's all I'm saying. If I'm gonna judge it like I judged every other Kanye album,
I still,
the album's
I
bad.
still put
But
it.
I don't understand how it's better than.
I've
Is
said-
it better than Magna Carta Holy Grail?
Listen,
It's
now I don't think so.
I don't think.
But
There's people. I don't know.
I don't
you
know
said,
because I heard a
haven't
lot
read-
of. I think it was mostly mixed reviews.
It
But
was
I'll tell
mixed
you what.
reviews.
I'll tell you what. Yeezus had worse mixed reviews than Magna
Yes.
Carta. Yeezus, a lot of people shit on
because
Yeezus.
nobody knew what the fuck it was at the first listen. When you listen to it, even like I told you guys, when I
Because-
first listened to it, I was like, "What am I hearing? Is this Kanye?" Especially with the yelling. And then here's the thing: I will say this: Yeezus has more samples than it should,
I think you like it because it has such good samples. If it didn't have
like
those,
it,
if it didn't have, because every time we're talking about this, you always got to mention the samples.
Because
so
here's the
great.
thing, the
samples are
the
awesome.
way he put them in his
I
song,
get
like
that.
on site.
I get that.
When he's like, let me show
And then
you
it
right
switches.
now, and
Yes,
then it switches over, and then
yes.
it goes back. Like the way he put the samples in,
Okay.
that's what makes it work.
Yeah, but how do you know he put the samples? Maybe Rick Rubin put the samples in.
I'm gonna say it's Kanye.
Okay, you could say it's Kanye. All I'm saying is that every time we have this argument, you go back and defend the production. But not once do you even talk about, yo, what is he talking about? Like, what is he that's my question, hold on. What is one of the themes of that album?
Okay, I'll say this. Bound 2 is obviously his ode to Kim. Or at least to a girl.
Yeah, because it was kind of weird shit he was saying.
Yeah,
like
I want to fuck you now and sing and give him something to drink. He's probably talking about him.
Why?
And Kim.
I don't understand. How is that a good line?
I don't even care.
That is so
I'm
bad.
not saying
I'm
it's a
asking
good
you,
line.
what is the overall overarching theme of Jesus? What is he trying to
His
say on
sense
this
of-
album?
Is he trying to say he's being crucified, basically? And he's just like,
You could say that
he
because
came
even
out-
when he came out with New Slaves was that type of song where it was like, oh shit, that I didn't expect.
But he
that
came
from
out
him.
with this album, I think, having mindset is like, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if people like it. This is what I want to do, and I'm gonna release it. And to me, that's being a dick.
I mean, no,
Because you're-
I'm not saying it's not
but
being
you're,
a dick.
but
It's
you're
not-
in the entertainment business. You're making music to entertain people.
That's not. I'm not saying.
I
I
mean,
don't know if it's being a.
that's
I don't
not
think, no, he wait.
is a dick.
Kanye
He
West
He is a dick.
He's a dick.
But he's not being a dick in that sense.
in that sense, no, because I think a lot of artists should actually do that more. My thing is
No,
that
yeah, no, I
he
agree
did
with
it
that.
right.
He
He
did
did
it,
it,
he
and
failed.
I respect him for that. I respect
Yeah.
for what he did. I'm just saying.
Like I told you, I think it's something that
I respect
a lot of
him
people,
for what he
a lot
did.
of people would not try.
But you know what? You could change up. You could switch, and still be hot. Like Jay-Z, he's not. You know, like
He's not reasonable doubt,
yeah,
Jay-Z. He's not.
He's grown up. He's gotten older, and he's changed some stuff.
And it
That's
still
why-
works.
And it still works. It still works.
But I disagree with the fact that it doesn't work. So I respect him for making the change.
I think
Like
it works.
but I don't think it works. I don't
I
think
think
it
it
works.
works. And
We're gonna go, but I still don't understand. Like moving from Jay-Z's album, we haven't talked a lot about Born Sinner. I know you're yawning over that. Born Sinner is arguably right behind Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City. It's like Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City is like right. Like
I will
just
say this.
edges it out a little bit.
And I can be thrown out for this, but I will say Section 80 is 10 times better than Good City.
Really?
I don't. 10 times. I'll tell you what. No, I tell you what. When I first heard Mad Kid, Good City, when I first heard Mad Good Kid, Mad City, I was like, now listen to. I was like, it's good, but I'm like, Section 80 was like so like ridiculous. But then I listened to it again. I'm like, yo, this album is actually, it could be better than Section 80 in that it's more complete. It is way
I'll
more.
say
It's
this.
more complete.
Section 80. There was some songs on there that were crazy. Ronald Reagan era.
Yep.
Rick and Morty.
High Power.
Yep. Cushion Corinthians.
Hold Up was good.
Hold Up.
What's
ADHD.
What was that one?
Tyler Creative Production. No.
How was Tyler Creative Production?
No, was
Actually,
it?
Jet of Tomorrow. That's
Jet
a-
Age of Tomorrow. Yeah.
Jet Age of They
Jet Age.
used that. Like the beginning of ADHD. That's from Nighthawk.
Oh, okay.
What was that song when he's like, too many niggas, not enough hoes? What's that song called?
That's probably Cushion Corinthians.
No.
No, it's not Cushion Corinthians.
Blow My High.
That's not Blow My High.
Oh my god.
Pussy ass hoe niggas. That's
Fuck.
Blow My High.
Hold on. I have it here. I know I have it here. This is trying to get everything
I haven't
right.
heard that song so long. I haven't heard
Spiteful Chant.
Spiteful
Chant.
Chant.
Poor Man's Dreams.
Poor Man's Dreams.
It had
a
some
bunch of
hot songs.
But then again,
Yeah,
on the
Poor
flip
Man's
side,
Dreams.
Yeah.
on the flip side, Good Kid, Mad City, Shireen, the first song he started off
That's
with,
a Splinter's Daughter.
that
Yeah.
song
That
was
a good
crazy.
song.
Then he had Bitch Don't Kill My
Bitch Don't
Vibe.
Kill My Vibe.
Then he had the other song, Money Trees.
Money
Then he
Trees,
had the
Swimming
freestyle,
Pools.
Swimming
that
Pool,
song.
Backstreet Freestyle.
Backstreet Freestyle. He
That's
had
a song with my man MC8. That's is that Mad City? I believe
Which
that's
one?
Mad City.
Mad
MC8.
City.
MC8.
Art of Peer Pressure, great song.
Art of Peer
It
Pressure.
is.
What do you call it? What the other song? Sing About Me.
Sing
That's
About
my
Me.
favorite
Yeah,
song.
that is
my favorite song on the album.
That is
And
Sing
the
About
thing
Me.
is, he does that, and just like
It's a
the thing. with the monologues of him like in the hood
Exactly.
and shit.
No,
It's like
that's the
basically
perfect
like a growing
West-
up in
yeah,
the
it's a
hood
West
movie.
Side- that's a
It's
West
great.
Coast story.
That's a West Side album.
He is he's the front man for the West Coast right
Well,
now.
he's the only man, in my opinion, for the
Yeah.
West Coast right now. Like, not
I mean-
to disrespect anybody else. I'm just saying
He's the only
that
one out
nobody
there.
else is on his level right now.
Nobody's getting
Well, I mean,
radio play like
Odd
that.
Future is from,
Yeah,
but it's not
They
West.
don't,
They don't
no,
rep
no,
the
I know
West.
that.
But I'll give it to you. Even if you put Odd Future in it, I don't think Odd Future's on his level. I don't think
No.
Tyler's on his level.
No.
Earl has
Earl,
to show me one
I gotta
album.
I gotta hear Chum. I gotta hear not Chum, Doris.
Doris, yeah.
I gotta hear Doris.
Yeah.
I think, well, you guys always sleep on him, but Damo Genesis. I think Damo Genesis, he's not on Kendrick Lamar's level, but Damo Genesis.
But he's not better than
is-
Tyler or Earl.
Yes, he is.
He's better than Earl.
Than Tyler?
Then Tyler, yeah.
I don't think he's
He's
better,
better
than
than
Tyler.
Earl too.
To me,
Don't
it's-
even.
to me,
No,
it's
he's
Earl,
not.
It's Earl,
If you
Tyler,
guys listen
and then
to, time out.
it's a
if
throw.
you listen to,
I've heard Damo before. Damo's he's like
all right,
right.
you listen to Rolling Papers.
Yeah, I
You
did.
listen to Under the
And Rolling
Under the-
Papers was like
Under the-
I was like,
No, it was Under the Influence.
I don't know about the one that
And
came
the
out
one
last
with
year
him,
with
Damo.
Alchemist.
Yeah, that.
I didn't hear that. But
That was a very well done mixtape or EP or LP, whatever it is. It was well done.
I mean, his verse on Rusty was good, but I still don't think
Dude, we're the last of the dying breed.
it's
Come on.
good.
Or even
Yeah,
he
I
said,
get
"I'm so cool, I refer myself in
third person. No, I'm saying
That-
I'm giving him props for the lines he did in that song was great. But to me, he's not better than Tyler. He's not better
Really?
than Earl.
I don't
Dude,
know.
Tyler,
I will give you Earl. I'll probably
Tyler
say
can
Earl,
dude
but-
in Wolf. He
No,
goes
no,
off
I
on some
agree.
songs.
which is phenomenal. That's
He
why
goes
I
off on
think,
some
I think,
songs.
honestly, in my opinion, if I rate albums I've heard this year,
Wolf is not better than Bastard. I don't care what you say.
really,
Wolf is not
I'm
better
saying
than
this
Bastard.
year. I'm talking about this year.
Oh, this year.
I don't think Wolf is better than Goblin.
Really?
I
I don't
wasn't.
think Wolf is better than Goblin.
I think
I'm thinking
Wolf
about
was-
Goblin. I wasn't like.
Yo, I'll tell you what, Goblin had more. It was more lyric heavy than Wolf, though.
No, I agree with that. That's definitely. But I don't know. Sometimes I was just like, Goblin.
Nah, I like Goblin. I love the
Wolf
Goblin.
I like
showed
Goblin
more-
too, but I
I'll
don't-
say this: Wolf showed more his great creativity
Yeah.
and his production,
Definitely.
and he surprised a lot of people because more people listen to Wolf.
I say
probably
it's
than
better.
Goblin.
It's better lyrically,
Mm.
but production wise, Wolf is better.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Listen,
definitely.
I'm surprised
definitely.
she got Erykah Badu still. to
But
come
does
on
she?
track.
Does she even sing it on it?
She was on the vocals.
Yeah, she didn't sing it. I wasn't a big fan of that song
Tree Home. I wasn't.
because he doesn't.
No, it's
he doesn't
more-
write the
no.
lyrics of that song. I mean, Trash
she
Wang was another one. I was like,
But that was just a
But,
funny, stupid
dude,
song.
I love Answer. That was hot.
Slater.
Slater was
I love
good.
Cowboy.
Rusty, of course. Colossus was hot. Pigs was hot.
48.
48 was good. I mean, he has some good songs on there.
Even I
But it's not better than
I
that.
fucking hate you. I love the video more than
Fucking hate you. Was pretty good.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, but
Damo
as-
23 was good too.
not to be being
I
a
don't
dead,
want your goddamn
not to
lettuce.
beat a dead cat here, but J. Cole's album, in my opinion, is the best out of the three for me.
That's
for me,
what I told him.
It's
That's
the
what I
song, like and I even liked Magna Carta, but you know what it is? J. Cole, he has more to prove at this
Yeah,
stage,
that's what I'm saying.
so he's gonna
the young
come
lion.
harder, and
That's
he
what I'm
does.
saying.
Well, that's what I said before. I said, listen, this is what his album should have been. His first album should have been this. This is what his first album should have been. Because he came more hungry in this album than he did his last album.
Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I still don't think that the last album was as bad as you make it out to be.
No, listen, I'll say this. It
I
wasn't
have to-
bad.
I
I'm
know
saying
this.
it's bad in the sense that I had high expectations for him, and he didn't reach them.
I don't know how you had high expectations for him if you never even
You
listened to
said
him. Like
you
say
said
never
you
even
didn't like
listened
him.
to him
You
like
said
that.
you weren't a big
Listen.
fan of him. I remember this.
True.
Before that.
That's right. But I also started saying that I was listening to a lot of, like, World is Empty. That, to me, that's one of my favorite songs from him. Also, Dollar and a Dream. That's a great song.
You listen to Friday Night Lights?
I didn't listen to the whole thing, but songs that I heard from him, I know where he has talent. He does have talent. I'm saying, okay, I want him to be better than, ooh, no new friends. That guy. Everybody knows who that
But
guy
you
is.
love that guy.
Because he's talented. He's better rapping than he can sing. Like when he can sing, I'm like, okay, he's doing that for the girls. But I'd rather him rap because he's talented. I don't care what anybody says. You can look at the numbers. Drake is talented.
Drake is talented. He is
Drake
talented.
had-
No, he is talented. But I would say, like, thing I don't like about Drake is I feel like he squanders his talent. He comes out with songs and raps about subject matter that like what just plays into radio play. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're gonna get hits on the radio, but like rapping wise, I don't got much respect for you because I don't like your lyricism is always like toward money, hoes, clothes, and that like that's
Well,
it.
yeah, that's
and
his thing.
it gets kind of annoying because it's a reoccurring theme that keeps going on.
No,
Not to mention the only time he actually ever goes in like where you're like, oh shit, is when he's talking about exactly. Or when
Well,
he's
he does
talking
like a
about
mix- like his- I'll never forget.
when he's talking about his girl problems or whatever.
Yeah.
That's when he
But
goes
he's
in.
not-
to me, but
His
the thing is,
emotional,
the thing is,
whatever.
That's where it works for him.
whatever.
That's
But the
his-
thing
that's
is,
his place.
he's targeting a certain audience, and that's girls.
Well, of course. That's what he's.
But-
That's why he still sings.
But yeah, dude, I would like to listen to Drake if you weren't talking about girls so much.
I know.
And
Listen,
even started
I'll say
from
this.
the bottom.
And don't get it twisted. We love the ladies.
We love the ladies.
We do love
Come
the
on.
ladies. It's just that I don't want to hear about.
I don't want to
whatever-
hear a nigga singing in my ear.
I don't want to hear. Yeah, I don't. I don't want to hear.
Unless
unless
unless that's what you do, like Justin Timberlake. That nigga sings. Okay, I get it. But Drake is not a singer.
Listen, I'll say this. There's a new song out there with J. Cole and Drake.
And what's this no new friends shit?
I have no idea.
What is
Technically,
that?
he still has new friends because he met Lil Wayne.
But
Those are new
another
friends to
thing,
him.
started from the bottom. You did not start from the bottom, Drake.
He
You
did
had
not.
you had a
Did
TV
not.
show.
I never had a TV show.
Degrassi. Let's
He
just
was.
You
get
were
that.
on Degrassi.
Wheelchair
not,
Jimmy.
not just that, but in the rap
Wheelchair
game,
Jimmy.
Wheelchair Jimmy.
wheelchair.
What was his
Jimmy.
name, right? Wheelchair Jimmy?
His name was Jimmy
Jimmy,
Brooks, and
yeah.
he gets shot.
Ah,
he
it turned
shot-
into Wheelchair
yeah,
Jimmy.
Kid Wheelchair
Wheelchair
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Wheelchair Jimmy. Okay.
He was trying to be a basketball star. Anyway, but not only did he have a show, but in the rap game, you got founded by Lil Wayne, who was
Truth.
the most popular rapper
And
at that time.
Lil
At
Wayne
the time.
put him on. Lil
But now
Wayne.
he don't need Lil
No,
Wayne.
I will say this.
I'll say he don't need Lil Wayne.
He
now.
doesn't need Lil Wayne. He had this.
He
and
doesn't
that's
need
fine.
him now because Lil Wayne already
Yeah.
put him like Lil Wayne literally.
J.
put
Cole
him
didn't have
on.
that.
J. Cole
J.
never
Cole
had
didn't have that.
J. Cole, Jay-Z never put.
No,
Lil-
he didn't put him on.
J. Cole didn't put J. Cole didn't get Jay-Z to put him on like the way Drake put on Lil Wayne. It just didn't happen that way. J. Cole doesn't do that to any rappers. Even with Kanye West, he didn't do that. He let Kanye do his own things. Like, yo, how many features Kanye West had for Jay-Z on what do you call
Surprisingly,
it?
he wasn't even
On College Dropout.
He wasn't even on Magna Carta.
But on College Dropout, when his first Jay-Z was on.
Jay-Z was, if he was on anything, he probably was only just on the Last Call, and that
That was a bonus track.
Yeah,
But he was even in the last shit. He was only on Diamonds, the remix.
The remix, which wasn't
He
even
wasn't.
really.
He wasn't on Graduation.
And I'm sorry,
Wasn't
he
on
shitted
Graduation.
on Kanye on that remix, which Kanye talks about in Graduation.
Well, obviously, I mean, the nigga.
Was it?
like, here's the thing.
For
Like,
little brother,
here's
my
the thing.
Big brother. Yeah.
Exactly. Obviously, he shitted on him because it's like like Jay.
Jay-Z,
Jay, he
as
like
a friend of mine used, he fathers the threat. He takes his closest, the people that can touch him close, he keeps them very, very close.
exactly. And like the reason he's shitting on him, and that's he didn't really shit on like he didn't like people
He
say
didn't
we say
shit
shit
on
on
him,
him is
but
that he
It's Kanye's song. Tone it down. Let Kanye have the shine.
But it's a remix though.
It's still
It's the
Kanye's
remix.
song.
Nah, I don't know about that. It's
Like,
a
you
remix.
come- like,
you're
you
gonna
came
go.
on-
You're gonna go off. You're gonna go off. You're not gonna. You're not gonna.
But
Nobody.
to the point,
You don't want anybody
to the point
saying.
that people forget that Kanye was on it.
Nobody forgot
Not,
Kanye
it's not
was
that
on it.
nobody forgot, but like Jay-Z's verse on there was just phenomenal compared to Kanye's.
Of course it was, but that like the thing about it is that I mean it's Jay-Z. Like, what do you want? Of course he's gonna go off on a remix of the Diamonds Are Forever when you're Rock Nation. You're talking about Diamonds. Of course, that's too easy. He's gonna kill that, and he did.
Should've came from some like let your guys shine. He's
Dude,
supposed to be
you see,
Jay-Z's
but
protege.
you're letting him, dude. You can't just let somebody. Oh, I'm gonna let you do. You gotta let them learn. You gotta let them bring.
Yo, I just killed you on your song. Now come back and come out with another song and kill me on the next song. Like
But at the
that's
time,
I'm
Kanye
motivating
wasn't
you.
ready. And I'll say
Kanye.
this,
Kanye had
wasn't.
already he had already made it because
No,
after
he wasn't
Illustration,
ready. He probably still isn't yet. That's already been shown with Watch the Throne. He kind of got on Jay-Z on some of the songs from Watch the Throne. But
no, I think
it
Jay-Z was way better lyrically than Watch the Throne.
Overall, Jay-Z had it.
Yeah.
Like, for me, Murder to Excellence.
Which is why the reason I wasn't big on Watch the Throne because of Kanye.
Really?
Which is why I like Magna Carta, because Kanye's not on it, and it's just Jay-Z.
I didn't mind.
I think the problem with Kanye is that he has, in closing, because we've literally stayed on this topic for way too long. But in closing, I would say the problem I have with Kanye is that him like Drake, he has the potential, but he has the potential to be so good. He has more of a potential than Drake. Like Drake is just a good rapper. Kanye is a phenomenal rapper. When he wants to be a good rapper, Kanye is on the level of like John Lennon type talent when it comes to rapping. The problem with him is that he gets like other distractions, and I think that fucks up his work.
Listen,
that's what I think. I think
you forget the man is, and you're gonna say, "Oh my God, no." You forget he's probably the best producer rapper that we've had since.
Nah, I give it to you. He is.
Dre, I'll say Dr. Dre, maybe. I mean, Farrell was a good, but he wasn't that.
And honestly, Dre is a good, but he's not as good of a rapper as Kanye.
No,
I give that to you. That's true.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, he's the when Dr. Dre came out with the Chronic, that was like, oh my God. So that's what I'm saying. He's the best since. Like he's probably better. He's probably more better. It's just you add on the fact that you forget he was a producer before he became a rapper. He just had raps on the side, and then when he finally blew up, and then people were like, "Oh shit, this man can rap." So,
all right, all right, we're gonna move on because this could go back and forth. But again, I just want to say, the Janitor's Closet is. I didn't mention this before. We should mention it. But we're just for average dudes, right? Just like average fuckers.
We're average dudes. We don't really. We're not professionals at what we're talking about. We read a lot of stuff. We're just giving you our opinion. This is our opinion,
and we're interested in your opinion too. If you're not if you are a janitor, I don't want to hear about what fucking brand of Lysol you need to use.
Cleanser you use.
I mean,
what's better to clean up puke?
I don't want to know.
Shit on the toilets.
I don't know what's the best mop on the market. All right, I'm just saying.
Just stay away from us.
No, I mean you can listen
stay
to us.
away from us. If you want to listen to us,
no, you can
not
listen.
being a janitor.
I'm gonna give my email out so you guys can email us or whatever. And the 3 people who's listening to this, if it's 3 people who's listening to this, but if one of the 3 is a janitor, all I'm saying, if one of you is a janitor, all I'm saying is like, don't email me about your janitor techniques. Is all I'm saying. I don't want to hear about it. All right.
Okay.
All right, moving on next to NBA.
Okay.
The NBA.
The NBA. Now, as you may have heard, big free agency, Dwight Howard has decided to join the Rockets. Which, I mean...
Pretty obvious.
We knew.
Should have did it last time.
I mean, I wish he would have gone to Dallas because I am a Dallas Mavericks fan. But
I wish he went to Brooklyn. He was supposed to be in Brooklyn.
You know, before we get further, let me give a background on everybody's allegiances. I am a New York Knicks fan.
Yes. I am a Dallas Mavericks fan.
And Doris, don't even say anything.
Don't say nothing.
I'm gonna go. No. You're gonna. No.
I'm going to explain.
Well, let's say something first, and then
you get to talk right after we finish talking.
Let's say something first, and then you could explain.
All right. Doris DC Farrell is a
he's
Phoenix Suns fan. Boston Celtics, Chicago Bulls,
and Brooklyn
Nets.
Okay, 4 teams.
4 teams.
3 teams are in the East, and I don't know if the Celtics are going to make the playoffs. We'll talk about that another time. But they're playoff contention teams.
Yes.
3 East teams.
I would say we refer to these 4 teams as Doris's 4 pillars.
Okay.
So those are his 4 pillars of the teams that he likes, and basically, that's the 4 teams he likes. I mean, those are the 4 teams
let me just explain
that are in contention.
Let me explain this, okay? Phoenix, still like you guys. I just feel like right now, Phoenix, the years that I like Phoenix was from the Steve Nash era when he came in. Even the season before when they played Spurs in the finals, that was really when I liked them. Still had Marbury, made that little game-winning shot, 1-1 game. From the end of the Steve Nash, even into the even to after. It's just that they're not there anymore. Don't worry, they'll be back. I heard they got Bledsoe. Ooh, good job.
Farrell, we don't need a whole explanation.
Let me say something first. You can never be a fan of a team that never makes the playoffs for a long.
No, we're saying you can't do it.
You can't, because for some reason, when you were a Celtics fan, they had gotten swept that year, and then all of a sudden you're a Phoenix Suns fan. And then what happened? They get Ray Allen and KG. They win a championship. Whoop! You're a Celtic fan again.
Bang bang.
Time out.
Again.
I wasn't a hardcore Celtic fan when they won the championship.
Before you had an Antoine Walker hat and a fucking Celtics tracksuit with a Paul Pierce jersey.
Let me explain.
That's pretty big.
Let me explain the Antoine Walker hat. Okay, the Antoine Walker hat was a gift.
But you rocked the hell out of that hat.
Unfortunate gift. Okay, because Antoine Walker was other than the truth, Paul Pierce, Antoine Walker was the second guy.
You said, "Fuck it."
All right, look, let's put an end to this. All right, fine. You have 4 teams. We don't care. All right, fine. That's fine. Let's talk about the NBA trade with Houston. My question now is, what do you think? You think Houston is a contender in the East now, like a top contender in the West? I mean,
I think they're probably in the top 3, top 4.
Yeah, because you still got Thunder and Spurs still gonna be.
But that technically is it's a toss up now because
I think Golden State's gonna be good next year.
Golden State they signed Andre Iguodala, Golden State 4 years.
Yep.
Okay. You can never forget Memphis. I know they lost some people.
They lost their coach Lionel Hollins. I mean, you could still throw Memphis in there.
I'll throw Memphis in there, but I would say Memphis has shown year after year that they're not ready. They're just like they're a good team, but they're never gonna be that team to win a championship. It's not. They're missing that special piece. Like the Memphis. I think even if they had Rudy Gay this year, I think they would probably take to win at least 2 games against the Spurs, but I think they would have still lost. I don't think one player can. I mean, unless it's LeBron James, I don't think one player can change a sweep. If somebody gets swept, that means hey, you got your ass handed to you. So I mean, I have no idea. I have no idea where they're gonna go.
Clippers. That's who I was telling you. JJ Redick went to the Clippers.
He went to the.
That's what Michael just told me.
Yeah. So
my main man JJ Redick. Big ups to Reddick's. Okay.
I don't know why. I mean, he's a good shooter.
Hey,
but
listen, he was phenomenal.
He's a good off the bench.
We're not talking. What did I say when we started off? It's time to talk about the NCAA. No, I didn't.
No.
I said this is the NBA. We don't watch college football here.
We like
college basketball here.
We like real sports. Okay, professional. We like to watch dudes. Defense. We like to watch dudes play who actually have pubic hair. Okay, if they're so young, they don't have pubic hair. I don't want to watch it.
Right. Okay, what you say? He was phenomenal in Duke.
Yeah, right. There's a lot of people who good in college.
When he came into the NBA,
I'll throw a name who was good in college. Jalen Rose.
Oh, beast in college.
Great college. Guess
beast
what?
in college.
A bum in the NBA.
You know what he's great at now?
No. If you really want to go there, we can talk about Mr. Odin.
Well,
Odin got
he's
injured.
He's got injured.
He got injured.
We don't know how good he can actually play.
He got
Jalen Rose
got to play, and he's shown, dude. He was able to show. He was able to show that the only thing he's really great at is talking out of his ass on TV on ESPN. Yep. That's what he's great at. That's what he's great at.
Phenomenal at that.
Although I do agree, and I wish he stops.
I wish he would stop too.
I really do wish.
I wish he would stop. Bill Simmons should stop. I don't like Bill Simmons.
Nobody likes Bill
Magic
Simmons.
Johnson.
No,
my main question.
HIV. If you can't see me right now, but I'm doing air quotations, because he does not have HIV. He does not. I don't believe so, because he gave blood. Somehow he gave blood.
That was fake, bro. He wasn't giving blood.
He was giving blood.
Let's not get conspiracy theoried out of our minds right now. Look, the NBA, right, next year is gonna be crazy. Like, you look at all these teams. they're all gonna like. Knicks just added Bargnani. I'm actually kind of like that.
Yeah, that's pretty,
I
they did. That's
kind of
actually
I
pretty good.
actually like that.
I mean,
I like the fact that
What do
we
you
added
think?
Bargnani.
What do you think about them signing J.R. Smith to 4 years?
J.R. Smith to 4 years, like Arthur said the same thing. He was like, "Oh,
handy,
what'd you
though.
think?" He does come in handy. Thing about it is, who else could they have gotten? Nobody else is really on the market. They like it doesn't
They
really.
got like a.
I mean, it's too much.
Like who? Name me a name. Give me a name.
Ellis,
They couldn't get
Brendan
Monte
Jennings.
Ellis. They couldn't get. They couldn't get him.
They couldn't get him.
They didn't have enough money
They
for
didn't
him.
have enough money.
They
Brendan
didn't have
Jennings?
enough. Hell no, they didn't have enough money for him. He's gonna want a max contract.
True.
He's not like.
Yeah.
So
They should wait. 4 years. I mean.
Yeah, they didn't have enough money.
They still got that.
4 years. I think
Stoudemire's
he's guaranteed
contract.
15. Look,
When Melo was out, I mean, he was doing good for you guys.
Yeah,
he
but when
was,
the
but
time-
he
when the
also
time-
shot 5 for
he's-
25 in
when the
one
time-
game.
I know.
The time came for
gets
him to
cold
step
and
up.
He gets very
Yeah,
hot
but
and then he gets very
that's
cold.
this is the problem we had with J.R. Smith last season. I think is the fact that we tried to make him the second option. I think that's the problem. J.R. Smith is not a second option. He's not even a third option.
Really?
J.R. Smith is a fourth option off the bench to give you some points. That's
Okay,
what
like
he
a
is.
Jamal Crawford.
He basically, but with even a more reduced role than J.R. Crawford. Like J.R. Crawford sometimes runs the offense for them. He shouldn't be doing that.
Okay.
I think he's somebody who come off the bench and you're like, yo, go wild for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Either if you're on, we'll give you 20 minutes. If you're off,
What if he
then
starts,
you're not
though?
gonna get. He's not gonna start.
You don't
I
think he'll
guarantee
start?
you he's not gonna start. No.
Who be in your lineup?
I mean, for a 4 year for a backup,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you could. Jason
not-
Terry had that.
that's true.
Jason
Yeah,
Terry
but
had
he's
that.
not
Jason-
Jason Terry though. He's a little. He's probably gonna.
Jason Terry makes shots when it matters.
He did. Well, he did.
He did.
He
Not
did.
in
Hold
the
on.
Celt-
He did.
but when they
for
put- but when-
1 year, he really did.
Oh, yeah, but when the Celtics played the Knicks and they were about to get a sweep, Jason Terry started making shots.
Yeah, he did. But before the whole season, he was fucking off.
Oh yeah, the whole season was horrible. I mean, I like Jason Terry.
I mean,
former Maverick.
I
but
do not like Jason Terry. I think he's a dick.
newly Brooklyn net. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about that.
Let's
You know
talk
what?
about that.
Let's talk about that.
You know what? You could be surprised. I'm actually going to tell you right now. I actually think that the Brooklyn Nets right now, if they're well coached and they do get the chemistry right away, they're going to be better than the Knicks to start off.
You see,
I do agree. I do think
you
that.
just said if they get the chemistry right away, which
Well, yeah,
I do
first
not.
year,
They
man.
should though.
I
They
don't think they will.
should though because I think Jay Kidd is that type of player to
He's gonna
bring
coach
players
the hell out of
together.
Deron Williams, though.
Yeah, he is, and
definitely-
he's the type of player to like bring players. Like he's a good locker room presence, and when you have a good locker room presence
Yeah, but-
and a coach, that's usually
You
works.
gotta
look at Golden State. Golden State has Mark Jackson. He's the best
Yeah.
locker room presence they
Yeah.
have on that team, and he's also the coach, so that really helps out.
Former Nick. So.
But what was that?
I'll say this.
The regular season, I don't think they're gonna play a lot of minutes because of their
For the
age.
big three.
I think
KG's gonna play a lot of
I
minutes.
think they might start him.
They are gonna
They're
start.
gonna-
They're gonna start
most
Pearson.
likely
They're gonna
Garnett.
start.
That's
This is the starting five
Who-
right here: Lopez, Darren Williams, Joe Johnson,
it's a great
Pearson,
starting
Garnett.
five. Who's your backup?
The backups for who exactly?
From that to
All right, backup, let's say-
Backup point guard.
for Paul
It's gonna be
Pierce.
probably-
Backup for Paul Pierce will probably be shit.
They don't have.
They traded Marshawn Brooks.
They didn't trade Marshall
They
Brooks.
traded Marshawn
Yes,
Brooks.
they
For
did.
who?
That was
was
the
in the
trade.
trade.
No,
Yeah.
he wasn't. He wasn't in that trade.
He was in that trade,
He was
homie.
not in that trade.
He was in that.
It
He
was.
was.
It was. I'm telling you, it was Humphreys. It was that other guy
was
with the weird
Wallace?
last
Huh?
name.
Reggie
It was
Evans.
Reggie. No, Reggie Evans.
Reggie Evans
Yeah,
and
Reggie
Marshawn
Evans.
Brooks were in
Yeah.
that trade, dog.
Yeah.
All in the trade for both of them.
And including 3 first-round picks,
Yeah.
including next year's, which they're
Wait.
saying is going to be crazy.
You're telling me
That's why I said it wasn't
Marshawn.
good.
You're telling me Marshawn Brooks.
Yes,
Marshawn Brooks.
Yes, they got rid of
Chris
him.
Humphries, Reggie Evans. Who else? 3 first-round picks.
Wallace.
Gerald Wallace.
They got rid of Wallace.
They got rid of Wallace.
Which honestly,
Are you sure?
Dude, I'm
they
telling
got
you
rid of
right
Wallace
now.
and all them guys. They got rid of them.
That's what I was saying. They got rid of like their entire bench. They basically got rid of.
I gotta.
Listen, I'm
That's
sure
crazy.
before the season starts, they're going to find a way to pick up some people to
It's
put
gonna.
on the
I
bench.
think,
if
but
they
I
don't
think it's
already
gonna take.
have
I
some
think
people.
it'll take time. I think they'll do better in the playoffs. I think they'll make it to the second round.
Well, that team is set for a playoff team.
Yeah.
They're a playoff team.
I don't think they're gonna be so good in the regular season because
I think
All right.
they're not gonna get that many.
I think they're gonna push for
Let's
a
not
fifth
because
spot.
we had a few topics we passed over. We didn't actually finish elaborate on them. The Dwight Howard to the Rockets, I think that's going to help him out. I think Harden and Dwight are going to play well together.
And you have a good
I thought
point
about
guard.
it, and I really do think they're going to play well together because Harden is more of a facilitator.
Yes.
Harden is he's
But
obviously
then
not.
you still have Jeremy Lin, who can be the facilitator also.
Yeah, I think Harden's
Jeremy
more of a
Lin,
better.
yeah.
I think Harden's
He
a better.
probably-
Harden's a better
I wouldn't be
playmaker.
surprised if they try to trade Jeremy.
I wouldn't be surprised
Really?
either.
I would not be.
Harden
surprised.
is a better playmaker
But
than
what, are you
Jeremy
going
Lin.
to get a watered down point guard, or are you looking for something?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You
I
could
think
get,
they should listen. If you got 3 guys right
In the
there,
playoffs,
maybe,
in the
or maybe,
playoffs,
maybe you could put
Beverly
do
Beverly was playing better than Lin.
You do a Ashik and Jeremy Lin trade.
Yeah, they
Could
might
do
do
that.
that. They
You
might
could
do
get a
that.
lot
Who
for
knows?
both of them?
Oh,
Good to get a lot
depending
from
on who
both
you're
of them.
He might do
looking
that.
at.
They probably gonna do that to try to get Josh Smith.
Josh Smith. Yes.
Jeremy Lin ends up on the
Atlanta Hawks.
Hawks.
That's a murderous team.
That's what I was saying. That's
For
a
the Rockets,
dangerous.
That is a dangerous
That is
team.
a dangerous team because of and plus
And
Dwight
Josh
Howard
Smith,
and Josh Smith.
trust me, Josh Smith, he's been needing to leave that team for a very long time.
yeah.
Because Atlanta Hawks, I'm sorry guys, but you guys are a joke. You've always been a joke.
They will always be a joke.
They're the only team you know that they're gonna go to the playoffs and just fail.
Fail,
Yep,
exactly.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
You know that's a guaranteed win. Whoever plays the Hawks, that's a guaranteed
You know your team sucks when your crowd is rooting MVP for other players on other teams.
All the time.
Oh, that's
All the
sad.
time.
All the time.
That's
They
sad.
have a horrible fan base.
Their fan base
fan
is
base-
really
Are we talking
bad.
Miami fan base? Or
I mean,
are
no,
we talking-
Miami's fan
Atlanta.
base. Miami's
Yeah,
No,
fan base.
I'm saying like Miami, because you know how Miami can be.
Miami's fan base is bad, but it's not as bad as
Did you
because
see-
I've never seen them root for another team.
Yeah,
Okay.
Whereas
they'll come like
Atlanta,
fashionably late.
Yeah.
Atlanta, like they cut. The problem with Miami fan base is that Miami's too much of a fun city. It's just
Yeah.
too much of a fun city to have it in because there's so much shit to do in South Beach. Who
Yeah.
the fuck wants to go watch basketball?
No, dude,
Where the bitches at? That's what you're asking.
We going to the beach.
Where the bitches
that
at?
noise.
It doesn't even lie just on NBA. It's NFL, baseball. Like they're just very bad.
Yeah,
until they hit the
but Miami
playoffs.
Dolphins are a horrible team.
Listen,
Okay.
listen,
The,
unfortunately,
the Miami Marlins, another horrible team. So
hey,
you really
they're
only
great
got
with- they're great with like prospects.
you
though.
really only got the Miami Heat. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
you know.
Yep.
But
Well, I mean, I'm kind of curious as to how we're gonna use Bargnani. I'm kind of curious as to like, is Stoudemire, is he gonna be all right?
Get rid of your
It's-
fire extinguisher
it's
puncher.
it's
okay?
easier
Who
said
used
than
to
done.
be your favorite player?
Listen,
Yeah,
that guy.
You love Stoudemire.
You forget
who
that
was
he
on
had
this-
one of the greatest point guards to back him up.
Oh,
He did.
now you say that. You didn't say
But
that before.
hold on, I used to argue with you over that. I would always say
Yep.
he's not that good. He's only good because of his point guard. You would disagree and say no. What's her name, Sagato?
Cassidy Hubbard.
Cassidy Hubbard. Right now we're talking and TV's on and Cassidy Hubbart's on
Sports Center.
Sports Center.
You know what? They need more good-looking.
Woman on Sports
yeah,
Center.
they
I
do.
agree, man.
I
I
completely
agree. Too
agree.
much dudes on here, bro.
And
Alright.
they have old ladies like that lady from Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Jackie McMullen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's
She's
go
like,
back.
she's like a old like female wrestler or something.
Oh God.
Oh.
That is horrible. That's
Oh.
a horrible.
Oh.
Okay, we're
Ew.
going past the
We're going-
Stoudemire thing.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and move from NBA. I think we've capped
Yeah.
off on NBA. Moving on from NBA, like we do actually do other sports. It's just that Doris doesn't know anything about tennis, so we can't talk about tennis.
Yep.
Listen. Right
We'll
now,
talk about football. We'll talk about football
when
more.
it's time.
Yeah, we'll talk about football more in the next
They
the
didn't
next
start,
episode of
man.
this.
I'm not surprised.
You guys want to talk about Xbox One, PS4?
Oh my
Oh yes,
Oh,
yes
man.
we are.
Listen.
Oh man.
You know what? I'll
But-
start this off right now.
But first of all, let me say, Mike told me PS4 doesn't have backward compatibility.
Both of them don't. Both of them don't. Really.
I thought PS4
I mean, that was a big reason.
That was a big
yeah.
reason. I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. But I read on IGN that none of them have backward compatibility. Really?
Listen, I'm sorry, but I think backwards compatibility it's a must for systems because
Especially for you, Doris.
Listen, yeah, I listen.
You play games
You play games
over and
for
over
all these
and
people,
over.
for everybody that listens.
years.
If you
years
listen,
had passed by,
listen,
you still are playing.
if
that
you
game.
know of Star Wars: Knight of the Old Republic,
Oh my! Please,
No, why?
can this end? Can this end, bro? Can this end? Are you really talking about Knights of the Old Republic right
If you
now.
Please
know
stop.
of Knights of the Old Republic,
know
email us.
You know what?
And let us know.
I would like
your
to tell.
feelings.
You know what? Since we're talking about Knights of the Republic, I would like to tell a little story about that game. I borrowed it from my good friend DC Farrell here, and I was playing it, and I just kept getting angrier and angrier because it took so fucking long to get a lightsaber. I had to go from different planet to different planet to find a fucking crystal, and the only crystal I could get was an orange fucking crystal.
So what?
Who the fuck has an orange lightsaber?
Who wants an orange lightsaber?
I don't want an orange
You either
lightsaber.
want red, blue, green, maybe even purple, because Samuel Jackson had it.
Yeah,
Yep.
he made it cool. He did
Okay,
make it
you need
cool,
purple, you know, but red, blue,
Listen.
green are the main colors.
Listen.
Nobody wants an orange lightsaber. That's why you never see an orange
You know
lightsaber.
what? I will say this. All right, you can say what you want about Knights of the Old Republic. It still was.
I'm
the
sorry,
game
but
of the
I
year
want to
when
play.
it came out.
Yeah, they're all retards.
Okay.
But
Every
I don't
one
want.
of
I don't want to play a game where I press one button and it does everything for me.
Or when
wanna
I
be
press
able-
one button and it takes like an hour and a half to
Listen,
actually
but
shoot.
That's a RPG.
anybody.
That was
No,
an old
that's
school
not-
RPG. That's a Final Fantasy RPG.
That,
Yeah.
I don't like Final Fantasy. I was not a fan of Final Fantasy.
I
wasn't a
don't
fan of
like
Final
Final Fantasy.
I don't understand if you're a big fan of Knights of
Star
the
Wars
Republic.
was just a good. It's a Star Wars game.
No,
so
I
of
don't
course
know.
I'm
But you
gonna
know
like
why? Because Kingdom Hearts is an RPG, and that came out around the same time, and Kingdom Hearts is 10 times better than Knights of the Republic.
I've never played Kingdom Hearts, but I'm pretty sure it's better than Knights of the
Times
Republic.
better, bro.
Was it more role playing in the sense, or was it in the fact of it was more like it wasn't turn based?
It wasn't turn-based. I would say the story-wise wasn't as role-playing as because you had side quests and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't really have side quests in Kingdom Hearts, but it was they would call it an action RPG. It was better than that game.
Your opinion.
Your opinion.
Your opinion.
Yeah.
No, it's not
God.
my opinion. I think a lot of people would agree
Listen,
with that.
Yep.
You go. Listen.
I know 3 people
To
already who
everybody
didn't
in
like that
podcast
game.
land, all right.
I already know.
There's
Email
not.
us.
Hold on. Can we just get something straight?
There's
There's
not
not a land called Podcast Land. Okay. There's no land.
You're only
we
saying
can
that.
go-
You're only saying that because you want to say TV Land.
Yeah,
but
and
we're
it's-
not on
we're
TV.
not on TV.
Well,
and
we're
there's
on
no-
TV, so I can't use it. So I
There's
have
no
to- I have-
podcast
No,
land.
you don't have to say land at all. How about
There's not a land with
I
a bunch of
wanna
mics
use
sprouting out of the fucking ground called Podcast Land.
Worst
Okay.
dunk ever.
All right.
But listen, I will say this. Back to Xbox One and PS4. PS4, I was gonna join the PS Revolution, but now that Xbox
I would still
made
get-
this-
I would-
Xbox made them 180, and I gotta tell you,
I'm gonna.
I don't give a fuck. I'm still getting the PS4.
I'm sorry. I'm getting the one that's cheapest, and PS4.
And PS4 is the cheapest
Listen,
one.
I
And not to
guarantee
mention,
within a year-
PS4 has. They said it's probably gonna have better graphics because
Oh, that's
Of
a
course,
must.
it's gonna have
but
better
that's always
graphics.
been a given.
But that's
given.
the only
That
thing
is a
I would
given.
say is really going for Xbox is the one game called Titanfall, which I'm hearing is like fucking amazing. Like
Is that the one? The Roman?
No, that's
Rome?
Rise.
I heard that
Okay.
game's shitty.
That looked pretty shitty. to
Yeah,
me.
that looked pretty shitty. But the Titanfall is like the multiplayer game that like is like co-op multiplayer, but it's like it has the same type of detail as a single player campaign, but it's multiplayer. Heard that game is fucking like it's winning awards
That's
left and
on
right.
360,
It's only
one
on
or-
Xbox. That's the only reason
Only
I
on
would
one.
say
Do we
I
have
want to get.
exclusive? Wow, I'm surprised.
That's the only exclusive I
Rise is
know.
an
of.
exclusive too.
Yeah, but
It
I
is. But it doesn't. I mean, it
Nice.
doesn't catch me. though.
That's a game that's only coming. It's
It looks
coming
like
out
it looks like
because
300. It looks like 300. It
it's,
reminds me of
it's
300.
coming
Well,
out.
I don't
It's
know.
coming out
All I know-
for Xbox. The minute when it comes out, that's like gonna be the
okay.
one game to get.
All I
Like they did
know.
with
Which
Project
usually-
Gotham.
Probably, yeah, Project God. It's usually a racing game.
All I
a
know
fighting
is
game, or,
Naughty
you know.
Dog is actually developing another game, and if it's as good as Last of Us, then I have to
Are
get.
they gonna do another Uncharted?
I don't. That's what they're saying. They
Well,
don't know.
more than likely.
I honestly, I would
Well, I
actually
don't
like
know.
if they didn't do Uncharted because they did do Uncharted with Last of Us. They tried something new and it fucking worked for them more than anything. I think they should do
But
that
what else can they do?
again. I don't know. They have fucking ideas. I don't think they were gonna do Last of Us. They did. Again, it turned out
Sequel?
great. They said they waited, and like somebody told me the way Last of Us ended. I haven't played it yet.
Listen, I've already
But I heard the way it
I've
ended.
heard from many people, even this sexy ass girl I work with. Last of Us is probably the best PS3 game.
That's what everybody's saying. That it's the best PS3 game like ever. I don't
Yeah.
think I wouldn't go that far. To
It may
me,
not- it may
my
probably
best
of this-
my PS3 game ever has to be Metal Gear Solid 4. It was just so like it's just such a great game. Like and the ending was just so good because
What's your take on the new one then?
Oh, I'm getting.
I haven't played the new one.
I've never-
Hasn't come
look,
out
let
yet,
me tell you-
obviously,
let me
but
tell you
I
something.
will get it.
Let me tell you something. I never played. I played Metal
Yeah,
Gear
if you,
Solid
I just
1.
want to say,
It's for Xbox One too.
I just want to say,
Yeah. But
I just want to say, if
nuts.
any of you get that, I'm gonna come over your house and break your fucking games. All right, you guys can't play it. You never played the other ones. You cannot play it. You ever played the other ones? You have to play the other ones. You have to play the other ones. You can't play it. How do you just jump into 5?
You want to know why?
How do you jump into 5? You know what?
Want...
Did you go ahead and before watching the rest of the Harry Potter, so you know what? Let me just watch Harry Potter: Order of the Phoenix and not know what the fuck is going on. Who does that?
I read the second book. All right, I seen the first movie. I read the second book because I liked the first movie. Then I watched all the other movies. I didn't read the other books, but I watched the movies and they were pretty good. So, all right, I will say this:
you don't just jump into 5. Is my point. You can't do that.
Listen, I don't care. All right,
this point, it looks pretty good.
I just want to explain to you. On anything else, I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
I never played
I'll
Kingdom.
tell you what.
I never played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
You could jump into it. You know why? Because the story is not
what about
really.
God of War?
God of War, definitely. Because the story is like just like that. Yo, the story for Metal Gear Solid is I played all the games and I don't even understand every fucking part of that story. Imagine how you're gonna feel coming in. You won't know what the fuck is going on.
This one looks like
you
it's a
won't know
part
what the fuck is going on. You don't even
like...
know who you're playing at. Are you playing as Snake? What kind of snake? Solid Snake or Big Boss Snake? Which snake are you playing at?
Man, probably
Liquid Snake?
Maybe it's
who
a different snake.
At?
Maybe it's a different
snake. You don't know who you're
I
playing
don't
at.
care who the fuck Snake is. I'm playing the game.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
play the game.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Get it?
I'm
gonna rub it in your face.
You're an ass. I'm gonna have it myself.
I played the first Metal Gear Solid.
I'll understand it.
I'm entitled to it because I played the first one.
I'll just download it, get it off of Xbox Live,
whatever.
Play it from there.
Whatever you say.
Now, I will say this.
It's going to be too big to download, probably.
You think so?
No, they have the Metal Gear Solid collection.
Oh, you're talking about, you're saying the other ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should do that and play those. Yeah.
No, I'm still not going to do that.
You're an ass. You're an ass.
Listen, I'll say this.
Go ahead.
From what I'm seeing, after Xbox One made those horrible decisions,
they did change.
And then
they did change. But you know what what's weird is that I did not think they would change without actually giving it a chance to see how it ran. They changed, but here's the thing. I think it's too. I saw a poll the other day where it was like, "Will this change anything to you? Are you gonna now?"
No, a lot of people
and
still don't like it.
80% of people said no. Actually, 70. It's more like 75% of people
it's the
said like, "No,
pricing.
we're going PS4." But I think it's not just the pricing; it's also the fact that Xbox One was trying to do this. Like, they were going to do this. If you gotta thank PS4.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for PS4, if PS4 said, okay, we're doing this too, then that'd be it. Because here's the thing. If they came out with this policy, nobody's gonna go, okay, well, I guess I'm getting a Wii then. No, nobody wants a fucking Wii. No. So you're gonna have to end up like adhering to these new rules and restrictions. The fact that PS4 came out and said, no, we're not doing this, that actually saved everyone. I'm buying a PS4 because I think they're better. They're gonna have external hard drive. You're gonna be able to play borrowed games. Still, you don't have to install. I mean, PS4 is less money. It has better games for PS4. They're better overall. They're better exclusives. That's not even an argument.
To come out with, though.
There's better exclusives for PS4.
What's that game? With the guy who has electricity.
Infamous, which is crazy. Looks crazy.
Listen, there's one scene I see from Infamous where he has a fire and he just
probably a new Killzone.
There's gonna be a new Killzone coming out. I mean,
those are the ones those are the ones they have to come. But here's the thing: that's for the beginning. What about for the rest until the next system comes out?
But
the system hasn't come out.
They've always come out with crazy exclusives. Even if you stack up Xbox One's exclusives against PS3's exclusives, PS3 exclusives are gonna win. They just have better exclusives.
I mean, Halo,
I'll say this.
Halo.
I'll say this. Xbox against PS2. I'll give that to PS2.
I'll give Xbox the multiplayer.
You mean PS3?
I'll give Xbox the multiplayer.
No, then PS2 when.
No, PS2 was out for a while Xbox was out. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I put those two together. Xbox 360, PS3. In my opinion, I give it to Xbox 360.
I'll give it to Xbox.
Oh, you meant 360. Okay, so Xbox against PS2. PS2.
Yeah. And then
360 against PlayStation, you give it 360.
Yeah.
I think here's the thing. Exactly. The only reason I would give the edge to Xbox 360 is because of what they did with the whole online. I think that their online is like just like the gold standard of
you know what?
Of this generation's like connectivity, like just being able to play against somebody in fucking China.
I'll even say this.
That I give them that. However, if I'm going on just straight up games, who had better games? PS3 had better games.
But you know what? I really only use multiplayer for Call of Duty.
Yeah, you don't really like.
Or
And think about
Halo.
it is personally, I get tired of online.
Yeah.
Like unless we're all online. If I'm playing with a bunch of people I don't know, it's kind of boring.
Exactly.
Sometimes
I will say
sometimes games
Fight
will,
Night was
I'll say, and the one thing, sometimes games will come out that's mainly based about multiplayer, and then story shit like Halo 4. Story's fucking short as hell.
Unfortunately.
And then it's because it's mainly multiplayer.
It's
But
mostly
PlayStation, you're gonna get a good story with the game.
Most
You know what I'm
likely
saying?
because they don't really concentrate on multiplayer like that.
That hard drive was just phenomenal. It was ahead of its time. PS3, you know, it's funny. I think
Or the cell processor,
yeah,
right?
I think Xbox One is probably on PS3's hard drive level.
I know they just moved over to Blu-ray disc.
Yeah.
PS3 already had that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did. They did.
Xbox is, you gotta remember.
They did.
Xbox One. I'll use a Kanye and Jay-Z analogy. Xbox One is Kanye and Jay-Z is PS4. It's still trying to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm getting a PS4 because it's less money mostly, and because I'm always going to PlayStation. The only reason I didn't get the PlayStation before I got my Xbox One, the only reason I get the PS3 before I got the Xbox 360, because at that time it was basically a role reversal.
It's cheaper.
Xbox was like $500, $450. PS3
It was like
$600, and I'm like, nah, I love PS3, but I don't got $600, so I end up buying Xbox. But now I'm definitely getting a PS4.
I'll wait. Listen, right now.
I mean, I'm gonna end up getting both of them.
wait.
I'm gonna end up getting both of them.
But you gotta wait
but I have
until
to
they
wait.
get all the
I'm gonna wait.
The kinks out.
the kinks out.
Maybe even
listen. That
maybe
and
the
that's why I
price will
think
go
that,
down.
that's why I
Maybe
think
Who knows?
that's why they did what they did when they're saying like, listen, we're still gonna bring out Xbox 360 stuff.
Oh, stupid.
But at the same time,
Yeah, and they got a new Xbox that
That was
has
stupid.
Xbox One thing. Why?
That was stupid.
because they be prepared. They know a lot of people are not gonna buy Xbox One yet.
No, I didn't. I doubt that.
I think people are gonna buy Xbox
But
One.
I'm
I
not.
think
But
they
people
just
are not
not
going to
gonna
get
buy
a.
it right now. I think
people are not going to get a
sale-wise,
a brand new 360.
I'm not buying a brand new 360. I have a 360.
I mean, if I'm
think-
going to get Xbox
I think
One anyway,
even if
why
you're
am I
gonna buy an Xbox, why are you gonna buy a 360? Like
Yeah.
if you don't have any video games, like you know what, I want to get a video game console. Why would you go out and buy a 360
if the one is coming
around
out?
November if it's already out too?
Yeah,
If it's already out,
Well,
if it's
the
already
new
out,
360 is coming out when?
It's already
October?
out.
Oh, it's already. It came out.
It already came out.
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Who's gonna buy that new 360? I don't know. But
People that didn't they say if you don't have like online connectivity, then
they're not doing that anymore.
Oh, they're taking that part out.
Well, they're saying that all you have to do is install. You have to do one mandatory install. Once you get it, you need internet connection for that, and then after that, you're fine.
Oh,
Which
they
is still pretty dumb too, because a lot of
should've just
people
left
don't
it.
have internet connection at all.
Yeah.
I mean, say if I want to send a video game to my friend in fucking Afghanistan,
Or say
there's no internet connection over there.
or say my internet's out, but I still want to play my Xbox.
I mean,
to
no,
pass the
you can
time.
still do that. You can still do that. They're saying that the first time you get it, just make sure you have internet.
Oh, you have internet,
and you
okay.
install it once and you're fine.
Alright.
The way they had it before, there was daily check-ins. So like before, if you didn't have internet, you could probably play for like 2 hours. But once that daily check-in comes in, you're done. You're locked out because you don't have internet connection.
Wow.
So that was
Microsoft,
the weird. Well, they changed it. They changed it.
But if it
dodged
wasn't
the
for
bullet
PlayStation,
to
they
that.
wouldn't have changed it.
No, yeah,
You
they
should-
did.
they
What's
should
so
be
funny
thanking-
is that,
they
and,
should be
and
thanking
IGN
PlayStation.
said this. Xbox had so much time from when PS4 dropped, when they like brought it out. You have all this time to be like, okay, so this is what PS4 is doing. Okay, guys, let's do this, this, and this to be better.
But they
And
didn't really.
did-
I'll tell
they
you what.
came out first,
there wasn't
though,
exactly. There
before
wasn't a lot of
E3.
talk about what PS3 was doing. Here's the thing. I'll tell you what Xbox's biggest flaw still is right now, and that's the Kinect. I think most people don't like the Kinect. They don't want it. They don't care about it. They're like, I don't give a
It
fuck.
reminds me
have
of
to
the-
have a
it- it's
Kinect.
funny
And
'cause
you
it
have
reminds me
to
of the
have
Wii.
it. You have to have it. And people are
Is
just
it
like,
gonna come?
they don't
It's
really
gonna. It
want
has to
It's
come.
coming.
With
I think that's why the price
It's
is
coming.
up.
That's why the price is up at 500. Whereas the PS3, the eye doesn't come with it, and they're like, "Oh, the eye doesn't come with it." Like that's why it's
Yeah,
lower.
but nobody was using
nobody
it.
cares about the eye. What
Yeah,
the? I don't want the
nobody was using
fucking
that
eye.
Fucking shit.
I don't want. Like I don't.
Emotion.
I don't know. But look, we're spending a lot of time on this all. So let's go ahead and move on. You want to skip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you
So
sure?
we're gonna go ahead and
It's
go.
already an hour.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and
Well,
go straight to, because we were gonna talk about the Wolverine movie, but I will
We
talk
haven't
about
really
that next
seen
week.
it.
We haven't seen a lot about it. I mean, let's just say Superman was good.
Superman was great.
Superman was
Yeah.
a great movie. Let's see how Wolverine does. I'm rooting for it.
Listen, listen. My one problem with that movie, Silver Samurai is not a fucking giant robot.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing
Yeah,
about.
but is that the suit? Is that his
Here's
suit?
the thing.
or
Here's
is
the
that
thing
an
about
actual
the
No, in
Reese.
the
robot?
The
comic
Reese.
books.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, when it comes to Wolverine movies, you are not allowed to talk about anything because
Why?
you claimed that Wolverine Origins was a good fucking movie.
It
I don't.
wasn't that bad.
You said it was better than what? All 3 X-Men movies?
Yeah, you did.
Listen,
You did.
Listen, that.
You did.
When
Yo, Wolverine Origins was a flaming piece of shit. What are you
Listen,
talking about?
it's
It was
the first,
horrible.
all right, the first X-Men movie, good movie.
X-Men
Second
2
one
was good. X-Men 2
It
was
was good, but I didn't like the fact that it was more on Wolverine.
Yeah,
than
I
it
agree
was.
with you that. I
That's
agree with
why.
you on that.
I
It's
agree.
X-Men. It's
I
not
agree.
Wolverine.
But I'll tell you what.
And then the
But
3,
I'll tell
they just
you-
mashed up a bunch
I'll tell
of
you
shit.
what. I'll tell you what. Personally, I liked all 3. I understand why people don't like the third one. I understand
Yeah.
it, but I didn't mind
I
the
didn't
third
mind
one.
it either.
The 3 was a good action movie, but comic book wise,
Yeah.
Comic book wise, it was not
Yeah.
good. Yeah, but
Origins
X-Men
was just-
Origins was so fundamentally bad.
It wasn't.
Sabretooth was not Wolverine's brother. They were never
But I'll
brothers.
I'll say this.
They were
I
never.
underst-
They
I
were
underst-
never friends and cool. Like, oh, I'm gonna save your life. No, that never
We're
really
brothers,
happened.
Jimmy.
What? what?
Only I can kill you.
What the hell? What the hell is? I don't understand.
I'm sure
I
there's a
don't
comic book
understand.
out there. I'm sure there's a comic book out there where that's probably the case.
No, I don't think so.
You know what? It might be one comic book, but I bet you that comic book fucking sucks. All right, I don't mind. I don't, because there's a bunch of fucking comic books. But I bet you that fucking comic book sucks. All right, listen, they're not brothers. They hate
Look
each
what
other.
they did
They
to
want to kill each other.
Deadpool. Are you
What
kidding
happened
me?
to Deadpool?
Listen, my words for Deadpool are
And what about? Oh, was your favorite scene is when the Blob and Wolverine were in a boxing contest? Was that fun? That comic relief of them
Oh,
having a
you know what else was
contest?
good?
Was that fun?
You know, was Will I Am good?
Oh, Will I Am.
That's why he died. Did he die first, or did he die like?
No, he didn't die
I don't
first.
remember. I don't even care.
He did die, but
I really don't even
he was
care.
in the movie for
That-
a while. It was
That
horrible.
shit was horrible. It was
Yeah.
horrible. It
But,
was a horrible fucking movie.
Let's get to the.
Yeah, let's get to the moment we've all been waiting for right now. We'll go ahead and let you guys know that today we have a special treat. DC Farrell is a very, very tortured, devout poet.
I don't think tortured is the word.
Tortured.
He is a
to put in.
tortured
He's
soul.
a tortured soul. He has a bunch of shit going on in his mind. You know,
I don't think. I
he's
don't
a
think
very.
tortured is the word to be using.
I'll say, what word would you use, Dries?
I'm just a poet.
I'm
You're
just a
simple-ass
poet.
poet.
No, Dries is a Renaissance man. He
Yeah.
does more than just poems.
He's not just a simple ass poet.
He's like the black guy from. He's like the black version of the guy from the Dos Equis commercial. Yeah, that's the Reese. That's the Reese right there.
Listen, that's
So-
kind of
Pick
That's
a
a
good one.
compliment. It's a compliment. It's a compliment.
that-
So
thank you. I
so
appreciate that one.
without further, you ready?
No. Give me
Well,
a second.
Oh,
Come
so I
on,
don't know what to
Dries.
talk about. What do you want to talk about until he gets ready? Let's talk about the fact that this fucking podcast it's on its first legs.
It is.
It's on its first legs.
It took us a while to
Took
get
us a while to
everything
get
started.
this shit up. I mean,
Get all of us together.
we're
in
all
one
poor. I
room.
think people need to know that. We're fucking broke.
we
so
all broke.
This
I have pennies.
this is a broke. This is a broke endeavor. Definitely. This mic. Where do you get this mic from? I don't know where you got this mic
online.
from. Online.
On the online. That's
On the
where we got it.
online, and
Online.
it's about.
Listen,
It's
I just
about-
met these niggas yesterday. I don't even know these motherfuckers, but I'm kidding. I know these guys.
That was a
well.
real knee slapper. That was a real knee
Yeah,
slapper.
whoever heard that was dying. Like, oh, you met him yesterday. Wow. Yeah. But anyway,
Are you like? I mean,
are you anywhere close to getting the
just
like?
pick. It doesn't have to be
Alright,
the best
alright,
poem you ever wrote.
Alright. I'm actually not looking for the best poem I ever wrote.
So then,
Actually, I'll
randomly select one.
pick
Close
one.
your eyes and like that one.
I'll pick one that was written recently.
Okay,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen,
All right.
DC Farrell.
All right. This one here is called. Oh, thank you guys. That's so you guys can die now. All right. All right, this one is called Voice of Reasoning.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
ladies and
Breaking
gentlemen.
news.
Breaking news. Josh Smith, who was on the Atlanta Hawks, has just signed. Well, not signed, but agreed to go to the Detroit Pistons, which is stupid.
4-year deal.
Which is stupid.
4-year deal with the Pistons. Hey, I don't know. I hear the Pistons have a lot of pieces, but don't
Brandon
they have
Knight.
Drummond
They
and
got Drummond.
and the other guy, Monroe?
Monroe,
But
they
do
do.
you see them even going anywhere?
But how can all three of them be on the same team? They all play the same position, don't they? Don't they all play like power
I guess
forward?
they'll probably put Josh Smith the small
Wow.
forward,
I'm sorry, but I think that's a
and then
stupid deal.
one of them will probably come off the bench.
Wow.
Drummond or Monroe, probably
Wow.
Drummond.
That's just showing you that he really wanted to get out of Atlanta.
Wow.
Yeah.
He really wanted to get out of
Well,
Atlanta.
they traded him, didn't they?
No. It says
he
4-year
agreed.
deal. It doesn't say trades.
Yeah. Wow, he really fucked up. Well,
Anyways.
he really wanted to get out of Atlanta.
That is
We'll
crazy.
talk more about that next podcast, but right now,
We have a poem from DC Farrell. So,
Okay.
without further ado, DC Farrell. You don't snap for yourself, asshole.
I thought I was
that's like
in.
liking your own comment on Facebook.
Right, go ahead and read your poem.
Some people do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Why?
All right, this is called Voice of Reason. Funny moment like this is always worth noting. For anyone who reads this shall laugh and know this is worth quoting. A girl leaves man to die, and yet he stands watching. That same love look at the moon and cries. The joke that wasn't funny is always like Philly as it shines sunny karmatic ways. Now I write an entry of denial. See, when it rains it pours, I don't mind. My thirst is quenched like the ancients of the Nile. Do I go touch her shoulder as I attempt to break this wall of Jericho? Here I go, following my Achilles heel. But like the moment I have once before, staring at the moons, my heavenly shield, seal my time of false divinity. I soon knew this was a message from the same one who blessed me to go above earth to find me as I seek to search. Laughing out loud, I am not religious, but understand when you live in this sense of reality, you are living inside God's church. Finn. End.
All right.
I gotta be honest with you, Farrell. All I remember, I don't know what you're talking about, and all I remember is you saying you're gonna touch a girl's shoulder, which is funny. My question
I
is,
remember thirst quenched.
are you
when
gonna
it
touch
rains,
her
it
with your
pours.
hand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Don't break it.
Because
Don't break your
it'll
shoulder.
be inappropriate if you tried to touch her with another part of your body on her shoulder.
Listen, I would have mentioned my phallic. Alright.
Phallic.
I didn't mention my phallic. I'm trying to keep it PG.
Okay, bro.
Anyway.
Listen.
Well, I would like to criticize that poem, but I don't fucking understand it. So
Okay. Well, if you need any breaking down, I mean, we can do this.
hold on. Sagato, do you understand what?
What was this about? Let me just ask you a
Okay.
question. What was this poem about?
Voice of Reasoning is based off of a series of poems I wrote before.
But I specifically asked you, just give me a standalone poem. We don't have to like. I don't want to get into like a series because then it's like we're gonna have to listen to the next series the next time we do this.
No.
I just want one poem.
No.
I just want
Listen,
like one regular poem.
They're all, although they are part of a series, they're all standalone.
Here's a question: when you wrote it, right? Did you have like a piece of parchment and like a feather and like ink when you wrote it? And was
No,
it like
not-
dark at night? And was it like a candle?
Candle lighting.
And were you like writing away furiously?
I was writing with a flashlight.
What?
Were you?
Really?
I actually did this in a flashlight.
Oh wow.
Because my broke ass, not too long ago, was in the dark.
Okay, so this is when.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. This is when
Okay.
the light.
That's not that recent though.
That wasn't that recent.
When
You
was
said
this?
it was recent.
That
When,
was.
oh wait, yeah. When was this?
This was probably like 2 weeks.
Oh,
Oh.
that wasn't that
2 weeks.
recent.
2 weeks.
Anyways,
But yeah, this was written like that.
So what is it about? Like
This is,
in very briefly, without going line by line,
Okay.
just tell me the overall theme
Basically,
of this
this is a
poem.
man seeing a former love
Uh-huh.
that he was left the girl left him behind in another part. And he's coming back to see her. But he sees her and she's not. It's not exactly where he expected. You ever see a girl, like you ever date someone, then you see them and you think they're gonna be one way, but they're totally a different way, and they're not in exactly the same way. This is just a man meeting that girl again, and finding out that it's not what it was. She's actually still in pain or in form hurting.
Okay, so here's a quick question: does this cross over to your real life?
No, not at all. This is totally something that's just been. This was a monster that was created. This was a monster that was created.
It's something you created?
With the series,
okay.
It became more...
So it has nothing to do with any of your exes?
Do I touch any fucking body's shoulder? No, I don't think so.
I don't know,
I don't know,
I have no idea what body parts you touch.
My phallic does not touch anybody's shoulders.
So it was your phallic you were talking about in the poem?
No, I mean my real phallic. I'm just saying. Because I wouldn't touch it with my shoulder with my hand. I'll touch it with my phallic.
As I thought. Okay.
That's pretty sick. Put your dick on a girl's shoulder?
Listen, girls like dicks
in a public place.
Girls like surprises, huh?
They like surprises. They like
surprise.
What is that? A banana on my what?
What is that?
Listen.
Oh my god.
Some of them like it. Some of them do like
All right. Farrell.
Did that ever work for you? Did you ever try that?
On the shoulder? Not in public area, but privately.
Just throw it. Oh my god.
You just walk in there, put the meat right on the shoulder.
Just slap it down.
It's fat.
It's happened.
It's happened.
For all those ladies out there that's happened to, don't be upset.
Oh my god.
We understand. And I'm sure you do too.
I don't see many girls listening to this podcast.
Nope. I'll be honest with you. I don't see a lot of people listening to this podcast.
I think it will.
This is just for us, right? We could agree to that.
Yeah.
People. Yeah, people.
Yeah.
You're out there. This is just for us. If you listen to it, great. If you don't, I mean, we understand.
Listen. I'll say this. People are gonna listen. You're gonna listen out there. We know you will. I know you will. All right. I know.
I'm moving the mic away from Farrell.
Anyways,
it's a little bit after 3 right now. He needs his afternoon nap time.
Yep.
I ain't bait yet, so
okay.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. You didn't bait yet. You didn't bait yet. Listen, we don't have any Vaseline in this house, so go ahead and
I better get some because Danica Patrick is on TV now.
Oh my.
Now she needs a dick on her shoulder.
Oh my god. Oh my. We're going a little too far with this. I mean, we're going.
Dicks on the shoulders.
I think we should just end it.
I just want to say, we're about to end this right now. I think we did all right.
It was good for our first.
For our first day. All right.
Good for our first day.
All right. If you have any questions or anything you want us to talk about, you can email me at. Well, shit, I don't want to give them my real email address.
I mean,
you want to give mine?
Because then they're gonna hit me up and be
all
like,
right, Darius,
I want you to die.
What's your
and shit? Because I don't agree with you about your fucking critique of the Wolverine movie or some shit.
I seen that 5 days.
I loved Wolverine Origins.
I loved Origins.
I fucking loved Origins.
It was amazing.
Hey, if you like Origins, email him whatever you want.
I love Jesus.
My email is mtellisford22.
You should spell that for them.
I will. At Yahoo. It'll be on the Tumblr.
Okay.
That's mtelessford22 at Yahoo. Hit me up and ask me any questions or anything you want us to talk about next time. We'll do it if it's appropriate.
Yeah, please
don't ask me to talk about
dicks on shoulders.
I don't want to talk about that.
If you guys want to talk about dicks on shoulders, you can email me at farrelldarice@yahoo.com. That is FarrelldArice at Yahoo. Listen, I want chicks emailing me. I don't want no guys emailing me. Okay, let's just get that clear. All right. Unless you want advice, then I can give you advice. All right.
I would just like to say, advice from Darice is the worst possible advice you can get.
That's false. That is a false statement.
Look, fellas,
All
Go
right.
back and forth all day.
Yep.
I'm just gonna say, end it like this at about where are we at? 118 minutes, hour and 18 minutes. We'll be back next week, I think, right? And
Yeah.
try this again. From the Janitor's Closet. That's a wrap.
Peace.
Same Batman time, same Batman channel. We're out.
That's horrible.
We're not
I
gonna.
don't
end,
even-
I don't want to end like that.
I don't even
I
know
don't
what-
want to end like that. Dries, shut your mouth for a second.
Just shut your whole
Shut up.
mouth.
Just shut your mouth. Shut that hole. Goodbye, fellas. Okay, goodbye.
This is Janitor's Closet signing off.